Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to begin the third session. Let us welcome the sixth speaker. The sixth speaker is Mr. Yuji Kanemori from Kwansei Gakuin University. He will deliver the speech under the title of The Contest Revolution. The Contest Revolution. So, Mr. Kanemori, please come up to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Professor, and hello, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Yuji Kanemori. Though I'm a third grade student from Kwansei Gakuin University, my friend always told me that I look like a professor. Yeah, that's true. My voice changed at the age of 10. Surprisingly, I was 170 centimeters tall when I was in the last grade of elementary school. The only thing that I remember about the cause of this unnatural period of growth is caffeine. I had already drank black coffee when I was little. Yes, I'm addicted to coffee. The other thing about my personality is speech. Yes, I'm addicted to speech as well. I have loved speech since I entered this English club called ESS. And as a contest manager of ESS, whose job is to create a wonderful speech contest, I always think of speech contests. So today, in front of you, I want to suggest a remarkable revolution in the format of speech contests. Let's begin with this question. Why do we have to stand here to deliver speeches? If I sit the audience seat with a microphone and deliver my speech, you may think it's a weird location for speech. Why do we have to stand here? Not there, but here. Simply so you can see my face. Then, what about the video screen? You can see me doing a speech recorded in other room, but this is also not fitting for our speech contest, is it? The most important thing is this. You can see my face and I can see your faces. During the speech, watching your facial reactions about our speech, like, or, excuse me, we, the speakers, can change our way of speech a little. The answer to my question is, we are standing here in order to communicate with the audience. My next question, why is there a prize? Stimulated by the shiny prize, we, the speakers, always make our best effort to win the prize. Then, what is the purpose of the prize? In fact, the answer is very simple. We want to know whether our efforts are really meaningful for our speech skill or not. A prize can be a powerful certification of our speech skill. Communication and certification, C and C. Both C's are really important elements of speech contest. When the speech contest can perfectly fulfill two C's, we can see the ideal situation. Now, let me describe our ideal speech contest. First, speakers should have a real communication with the audience. And through the communication, the audience can share the speaker's idea completely. And a prize, which will offer some proof of your speech skill, including how well and how clearly you can speak the second language. Now, let's review the present situation of speech contest. First, honorable audience, please look around you. As you can see, this hall is full of non-native English speakers. Next, honorable speakers, please look around you. Yes, your competitors are all non-native English speakers. This is, I suggest, a very strange situation because we speak in English, but the majority of us are non-native English speakers. Okay, some of you may think, then what about the situation of Japanese speechcovers? Actually, a large part of exchange students who want to learn Japanese often participate in Japanese speechcovers in Japan. And in fact, the situation is very similar. The hall is full, the hall is full of exchange students, and the speakers are all non-native Japanese speakers. In addition to this, though there are distinguished judges and questioner, in this present situation, the prize only means that the skill of your second language is relatively better than that of other non-native speakers. Now, I came up here to suggest how to view the gap between present situation and ideal speechcovers. That is, the annual English and Japanese oratory contest. Participants are as follows: native Japanese who learn English, and native English speakers who learn Japanese. This contest is divided into 2 days. The first day is the English speech contest, and the next day is Japanese speech contest. The speakers have to participate in both days and deliver the speeches with the same material, both English and Japanese. There are 3 types of prize. The first one is a prize, which will prove how well you can speak by English. And the second one is good Japanese speaker. The last one is called the grand prize, which will prove your speech skill is great in both languages. There is one big ESS association, the Japan University's ESS3, called J.U.E.L. For exchange students, Japan Student Service Organization has a good reputation because this is the biggest and leading institution to support exchange students. This is the contest of collaboration between ESS and exchange students who are native English speakers. I want to ask these 2 big institutions to manage this contest. An effect announcement from these institutions will fill the hall with native speakers. Lastly, let us consider our 2 C's again: communication and certification. After taking my suggestion, communication is improved, and certification is more meaningful and more valuable. Better communication and better certification. Ladies and gentlemen, in the audience seat, distinguished judges, why don't we talk about the future of speech contests after our closing ceremony? Don't worry, I know the best coffee shop. Thank you for listening.
We would like to move on to the question and answer session. Ms. Morimoto, please.
Hello, and thank you for sharing your passion for speech contest and coffee with us today. I didn't know that coffee could help you grow, but it's too late for me now.
Okay.
Anyway, so what else do you think are important besides speech and coffee in your life?
Both elements made me very happy. Yes, that is important in my life. Because the coffee and speech contest is very important element of my personality. Coffee made me look older, and speech made me look older too. Maybe some of you may think, are you a professor or something? These are very important elements of my personality.
Okay, thank you very much. My next question is, I think your idea of the annual English and Japanese oratory contest is wonderful. And you mentioned about the 2 big leagues. But how do you convince people to make this happen? I think it takes a lot of organization, even though your idea is great. How do you make it happen? I mean, like you said that 2 big leagues can help organize, but how do you convince these people that this contest, your concept is really important and they should work for this?
This is a thing I can do to convince these people, these institutions. Because to write speech and deliver my speech, it's very important to share my idea to many people. So this is the way I can do it.
Okay, so this is your first step.
Yeah.
Okay, my next question is, you talked about the purpose of the speech contest, and the purpose is to learn how to move someone's heart, and life is full of speeches. So, how can you become a better speaker? Of course it takes techniques, but there's more than that. And also, do you have a role model? Like people say that President Obama, President Kennedy are great speakers, but do you have a role model that...
How to be great?
Yes, okay, my first question is, how can you become a better speaker? And my next question is if you have a role model.
Goal.
Role model. Like,
model.
Yes.
For the first question, I have 3 important words. C, P, C is very important. First C is consideration, P is preparation, C is concentration. I want to give these words to keep in mind this because this will make your speech more meaningful. You have to consider everything about topic, and you have to prepare, and you have to concentrate on the moment you deliver speech. And the great speaker is my parents, because through the education of a child, the parents have to deliver important things for the child. So I think the model is my parent. Thank you.
Thank you very much.